What's up, everyone? It's Tonya Kitsune, and in this video we're going to react to the Reddit Facepalm, so let's just jump right into it. Okay, so this person posted on Twitter, and they're like, Kamala Harris is not eligible to run for president. Neither of her parents are natural-born American citizens when she was born. And then somebody added context, and there's like, the candidates, not their parents, must be born U.S. citizens. And this is totally a facepalm moment, because it's like the person that's running for president has to be a natural-born citizen. Doesn't really matter where their parents may or may not be from. And of course, this is another tweet, and this person's talking about how one of the senior Trump campaign advisors said that a major liability issue for Kamala Harris is that she wants to ban plastic straws. That's your biggest worry, is plastic straws? You know, plastic straws should be banned, but like really, that's what you think the major issue liability is? Not what your candidate is guilty of 34 felonies and various other things. Like, really? Duh. So, I don't know what site this is from, but it's like some dating site, I guess, and it's like, Janet has a set of minimum height requirement of 6'2". Looks like you don't quite measure up. What do you want to do? And the option accept and move on, which is what they should do, but then there's override for $9.99. So I guess if you have plenty of money, Janet's willing to, ignore that you're not 6'2". I just thought that was odd that she has a minimum height requirement of 6'2", right? And there's the accept and move on option, but she's like, I'm willing to ignore that for, $9.99, I guess. And it's like, what was even the point? I don't get it. So this person bought ice cream, I guess. They're like, I bought this stupid America ice cream only to open it up and, well, guess what? They opened it up and it's the French flag. Like, that's not even the United States flag. Like, when you look at that ice cream in that picture, that's the French flag. So, like, how is it Star-Spangled Ice Cream when inside of it, that's literally the French flag? So, is it French ice cream then and not, America ice cream? Yeah, like, this was, you had one job ice cream company and you failed. So this photo says, all you need to know about the American healthcare system is that there's a popular TV series where a man turns to cooking industry quantities of crystal meth in order to pay his hospital bills. And that is so true. And the show was popular, like, extremely well, and people could relate to it. They're like, well, I didn't think of it before, but my healthcare bill is so high that, you know what, maybe Walter White has a point. Maybe selling large quantities of meth will be able to pay my hospital bill because the hospital bills are so insane in America. Which Kai, recently did a video of that before we rebranded this channel, which I'll leave that in the description bar below the video where he cracked a joke about the healthcare, in America. Oh, and if you've noticed, yeah, I had to switch shirt because the other one was getting too hot. So I switched into this one to continue the video with. Anyways, let's go to the next one. Don't worry, you're safe now. Your act of casual cruelty was successful. The complaint you lodged with the HOA was heard. They had me take down the tree fort that I built on the location with my sons during the pandemic. No longer will its presence offend your walk past my house. Please enjoy your stroll, far from the sound of my children's play and laughter. They are safely back inside now, watching television, I'm sure. Enjoy the unobstructed view of my backyard. I will try to keep it up to code. Best, Dave. This Karen that was responsible for this was just cruel and evil and a horrible person. These Karens think that the world revolves around them and it's all about them, and then they get offended when you call them a Karen. But you know what, Karens? We don't fucking care what you think of certain things and what you think of the situation. This was just cruel and unusual. This man built this treehouse with his boys during the pandemic for something for them to do and it was something they did together, their family time, and you ruined it just because you're like, oh, this isn't up to code. It doesn't go with the way the neighborhood is. That's just mean. You're a fucking bitch. Oh my god, this guy really does look like Beavis, or is that Butthead? I can never remember which one's which, but yeah, he does really look like Beavis or Butthead. Like, look at him, I'm just saying. Not trying to insult the man because of his looks and whatnot, but actually I am, because he's an evil person, so he deserves to get made fun of. I guess I shouldn't insult Beavis and Butthead like that, so I apologize to Beavis and Butthead. So this person's like, I feel sorry for the Netflix Air kids. They will never know the high stakes adrenaline of running to the bathroom, fridge, or bedroom in a single ad break with the beckoning call of a sibling screaming, "It's on!" to send you hurtling over the furniture back in time. And then the person's like, couldn't you pause? And they're like, oh no, my sweet summer child. And then the other person's like, I'm dying. Which is true. There was no pausing. When the show came back on, you just had to hope that you made it back into the room in time to watch it. Like, there were certain episodes of, Buffy the Vampire Slayer that I totally missed because I had to use the restroom or was in another room. That I didn't watch until way later on when TV shows were available on DVD and VHS. Of course, now VHS and DVD are really no longer a thing. So this person posted, each large muscle of a bodybuilder represents a language he didn't learn, a poem he didn't read, and a fun fact he never memorized. And the person responded with, Thucydides said that the society that separates its scholar from its warriors will have its thinking done by cowards and its fighting by fools. However, you appear to be both a fool and a coward, and that is so true. This person happens to be both a fool and a coward. Like, that's literally a facepalm moment. Like, this person thinks it's a brag, like, oh, if I just body build, who needs to worry about another language or a poem or a fun fact never memorized? Intelligence, brains is better than brawn, and brains and brawn together is really good. Even, a Greek philosopher like Thucydides would agree. And I guess Time Magazine tried to post a tweet, and they're like, millennials want jobs and education, not marriage and kids. And then the person's like, alternate headline, y'all fucked up the economy so badly that we can't focus on marriage and kids because we're struggling to afford to live in it. Like, sorry that we don't do things your way, but back in the day, when you guys were growing up, the previous generation, you could afford a house, college, and a brand new car before you were even 30. Millennials and Gen Z both have time doing any of those by the time might not even have all those things by the time they're 60. So yeah, Time Magazine, you can take your whole thing and shove it up your ass. So this person tried to be all smart ass and try to be disrespectful to the people in the military, and the person said, people just go to the military because which is the wrong there, too dumb to go to college. And then this Marine's like, actually, it's there, because they pointed out the correct there that you should use in that sentence. So, obviously, that military person isn't as dumb as you were trying to claim. In fact, a lot of people join the military so they can go to college. But, keep on making assumptions. So, the tweet was originally Elon Musk sharing a tweet of him role-playing as a cowboy, I guess. And this person's like, this guy definitely gets his salsa from New York City. Oh my god, I get the reference. It's like these old salsa commercials. And it's like, for Pace. And, Pace salsa. That is not from New York, from actual places with the salsa, but there's always this one person in the commercial that's like, oh, look at my salsa, and it's like, where'd you get your salsa from? And the person's like, New York City, and then the people are like, New York City. So yeah, Elon Musk probably does get his salsa from New York City. He's definitely a city slicker, that's for sure. So this is either a Facebook post or a Twitter post, and it says, the police caught a pigeon with 200 ecstasy pills hidden in a little backpack. And wow, that penguin, why did I say penguin? Fuck. That pigeon is really packing. Like, are they gonna throw that pigeon behind bars for, illegal drug operations? Like, I have to admit, this was in Facepalm, but I don't think that's a Facepalm moment. That's just, like, a very clever moment. Like, the person that was dealing drugs, like, you know how we could get our drugs to our customers? Using pigeons, which makes sense, because pigeons were used during World War II. So, this is definitely a Facepalm moment, because this was at a zoo, and I'm not sure exactly what this person's supposed to be doing in the sculpture to this animal, but it really looks like they're fisting the animal. Like this zoo, I don't think that's what they meant. I think they meant something else. Or maybe they did. Maybe they're like, you know what, we really support the fisting of animals. This is definitely a facepalm moment. So that's all we have time for this video. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and comment down in the comment section of what you thought of any of these. And, if you thought these were facepalm moments, or if you have any facepalm moments that you would like to share them in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching. Until next time, I'll see you in the next video.